Did you see the fights, Brendan Schaub?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, Brian.
Congrats out there to Mr. Robert Whitaker to start with.
Oh, my God. I had to even issue not an apology, but I just admitted I was wrong. I love that. Whenever you pick someone, like, oh, you're so off, man. I'm like, yeah, no, I did not pick the underdog Whitaker to annihilate Jacare Souza.
Yeah, Jacare Souza.
I literally had to go on Twitter and Instagram and be like, I did not call that one, man. Holy shit, the Whitaker's the real deal. That happens, man, until you see them. Because name the best guy who's beat. Brunson, who ran straight forward at him.
Right.
Until that fight, we really haven't seen him fight the upper echelon.
He looked like he was kicking. I mean, he knocked him out with a kick, then a punch, but his hands were low, and he looked like he's had a lot of boxing. Obviously,
that's how he fights, man.
Right?
Yeah. I love that when people are like their hands are low.
He's out of reach.
No. You can't fight like this.
Yeah.
No one fights like this.
You got to stop the takedown from Jacare.
You're always around boxing, right?
Yeah.
You can do this in boxing.
Right.
There's no takedowns or kicks. In MMA, no one in the world fights like this. There's not one person.
There's not that peekaboo.
Diaz's do this where they're here, but they're traditional boxers.
Right.
No one, when everyone's like, God, his hands are low.
Because you've got to worry about takedowns, right?
Again, it's the old school way of thinking. Hands are low. No, it's mixed martial arts. The range are different. You can have your hands low.
Right.
When you're engaging, you need to have your hands up and stuff like that. But
what I liked is that he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but it was able to not panic, and he stood up when Jacare at one point had him on his back.
He had his back.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. Stood up.
I was wrong, man. Robert Whitaker's he's the next truth, middleweight division. Good luck beating that guy.
Damn.
After dismantling Jacare, the UFC's like, hey, here's your 8-fight contract. Yeah, huge.
Unbelievable.
Enjoy that, son. Get to the fucking back of the line.
Isn't that incredible?
That's life.
That's life.
And now, so you got the problem is though, Whitaker's in a little bit of a he's in a great spot career wise, but he's not going to fight for the title right now because Bisping and GSP are fighting, so that holds that up. Word on the street is they're fighting in July, from what I hear, if GSP passed medicals. So that just ties that up. So then Whitaker fights maybe Rockhold or Yoel Romero?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I think it feels like he would fight. It feels like that's who he feels like would be next in line. Because Musasi's number 4. Well, no, Souza was 3. So you're right.
He beat 3,
right.
and so Souza beat Souza beat Musasi.
No, you're right.
Why would he go back a step a guy that already beat him?
I think the fight is Rockhold Whitaker right now. I don't think Whitaker's earned a title shot yet.
No, I'm not saying he has.
Right.
I'm saying he's going to fight either Yoel Romero, who's not fighting for a title. Right. Everyone's waiting. I think he either fights Yoel Romero or Rockhold.
Right.
I think Rockhold already called him out too.
If I'm Yoel Romero, let me ask you this: if I'm Yoel Romero. And tell me if he's able to do this. I'm saying I'm waiting. I'm waiting for who. I mean, I want that belt. Why would I fight a killer like Whitaker?
It doesn't work like that, though, does it?
Are you not allowed? Can you refuse and wait? If you're him?
Can, but you're not guaranteed a title shot because let's say Rockhold fights Whitaker
and beats him
in 30 seconds, head kicks Whitaker, or if Whitaker goes in there and throws a nasty uppercut, knocks Rockhold out in 30 seconds, he's getting a title shot over Yoel because he's more marketable. He fought recently.
Gotcha.
Rockhold, if Rockhold goes in and dismantles him, it's probably Rockhold.
Rockhold's dying.
People are gonna
must be dying.
People are gonna leapfrog Yoel just because he's not marketable.
That's true. That's how the game works.
And remember, Yoel and Jacare had it. That was a close fight. I thought Jacare won, but they gave it to Yoel. Whitaker fucking murked Jacare. It wasn't even a contest, really. It was a fucking beatdown. It was
unbelievable.
And I got to be honest. I know I'm jumping on the train. I don't give a fuck. I'm jumping on the Whitaker train. I think he beats Yoel right now.
Yeah,
with his heavy hands and takedown defense.
If he beat Jacare Souza that way, there's no reason he couldn't beat
Jacare's face.
Yes, there's no reason he couldn't beat Yoel that way. It just, first of all, you got to also remember that Yoel is 38, 39, and this is a young 26-year-old who has 26-year-old speed. He's also faster, I think. You have to.
He's faster. He hits harder.
Yeah.
He has momentum right now.
Incredible skill.
I thought, and I said this on Big Brown Breakdown, I thought stylistically, Jacare was the worst matchup possible. I said he does great out of any of the top 6. Jacare, just matchup-wise, isn't great for him. And he dismantled him. I stick by it. I think he can beat anyone in the world in the top 4.
The other thing is he was very loose, really relaxed. He looked like he was just totally
If you saw his
relaxed.
fight against Brunson, where Brunson ran chin first, and it was a dangerous fight, and he's relaxed, stays composed, didn't eat shots, and knocked him out.
Yeah.
This kid is the real deal, man.
Where does Gegard Mousasi factor in all of this?
He's not a factor right now because he has to re-sign his contract. They signed Jacare, to an 8-fight deal, which he'll retire in the UFC now. So, he'll never touch Bellator or anything like that. With Mousasi, they have to negotiate his contract.
Yeah.
And he's all about money. So unless they pay him the right money, I don't think he cares about titles and stuff like that. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He'll walk over to Bellator, who he has a relationship with, Scott Coker.
Right.
So,
but everybody wants to be the UFC champ. That's the one thing that Bellator doesn't have going for it. Everybody wants to be the UFC champ.
Everyone wants to have money.
Well,
as a guy with over 50 fights, it's not the same.
Yeah.
He's been champ. He's Strikeforce Dream, all this stuff. He's been there.
Yeah.
For a guy like that, this is his last run. Whether he has 5 fights left or 10 fights left, this is it.
It's funny how he's 31
you have to make
years
money.
old.
You have to make money. It's all about who's going to set me up financially for the rest of my life. Whether it's UFC, Bellator, Invicta, who gives a fuck? Joanna Man style, you got to get paid.
The money.
Yeah.
Now,
and then you have Michelle Waterson Rose.
That was
not a good fight.
Rose,
it was my fight of the night.
Good,
not a good fight.
Yeah.
Michelle just, she just got a little bit outclassed on the ground. She didn't offer her much.
She had that great headlock that she threw, and then Rose.
Got her back from there.
Man. Woof.
Rose grappling is just freaking on another level.
I would imagine Rose has her sights on fighting Joanna again, and this time
they've never fought.
Yeah, they have. Joanna and Rose.
No, they've never.
I thought Joanna got
no.
Joanna. I thought Joanna beat Rose down.
No, she fought the girl who's going to fight.
Oh, right. She fought the other girl who beat her up.
Yeah, she's never fought Joanna. But Dana already said Rose is getting the next title shot.
Both of those. Rose to me and Michelle Whitaker are the hottest.
Michelle Waterson.
Are the hottest. Michelle Whitaker are the hottest fighters to step in the octagon.
Very cool, man.
I think they're very cute.
Very cool. I think that's a tough matchup for Rose. Joanna's just on another level. It's gonna be hard to take her down. Her striking's so elite.
Yeah.
I like the matchup though, and they could use Rose as their champion if it were to work out. And then fucking Mighty Mouse, man. Beat the shit out of that dude.
He's impossible to deal with.
And then submitted him.
So what does he do now?
Yep.
He's going to fight one more time just to beat the record for most defended, and then I think jump to weight classes.
Yeah. And how do you think he does at 35?
Good. He's fought there before.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense for him to fight Cody Garbrandt because Cody's only a one-time champ, right? So why would you put, one of the, if some people regard him as the best ever, which I thought about this long, hard last night. Rogan and I were texting. He goes, best ever, man. Now he's the best ever. I thought, God, I might have to finally agree with him on this. I've always said Jon Jones, but with all of Jon's outside of the octagon shit and Demetrious, Jon's been gone for how long? Demetrious
Jon's also
keeps
had
beating and beating and beating.
Jon's also gone the distance and had very close fights with definitely with Gustafsson, where you've never seen that really with.
We have
not in the past.
We have
3 years. You haven't seen.
No,
that.
we have. Tim Elliott, his last fight, he almost lost. He got wobbled, and Tim had his back.
Yeah.
And true. Tim's, not a.
That's
Tim's
true.
not a world beater. He's gonna be, but just at the time he wasn't. He was the Ultimate Fighter winner. So we've seen Demetrious in some trouble, and he's lost before, like legit lost to Pickett, stuff like that. So
yeah.
But as of now, I would rank, I'm always sizest when it comes to that. I would rank Demetrious Johnson number one.
I do think, though, that there is that X factor, like you always talk about. Where
size.
You can't make mistakes like you can.
But I agree. I know that's usually why I always have.
You have to bring that into it.
I know, but I think because Jon's been gone for so long, he's such a fuck up outside.
Yeah,
he can't be my number one guy anymore.
So for me, I
think you have to factor that stuff
in. Because he was dealing in a weight class where it was. Your margin for error was very small. And
Jon's is higher than his.
Probably.
Margin of error, for
probably.
Sure. Anderson's not my top two.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I got GSP and Anderson for me.
Over Jon Jones and Mighty Mouse?
Yes, because Jon Jones hasn't fought as much as many times. So, as far as greatest ever. And you know what?
I have Mighty Mouse and Jon Jones. GSP and Anderson Silva after that.
I don't like GSP. I'm not GSP. I don't like Anderson Silva and Jon Jones anymore in that talk because they both popped for something.
They both popped. Yeah, that's
what kind of kills.
Like you have to take that in consideration.
I think DJ for sure.
Yeah, DJ's number one now. He has a clear record. He's beat all comers. And then he beat a guy like Reyes up, with an armbar, who's a world-class jiu-jitsu guy, world champion. And he's dominating him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked great.
And he's been doing it for a lot longer, and it'll be the most consecutive title defense of all time after this next one. So he's going to do that one more and then move on. But it's interesting because Cody has his fight with TJ. Even if he beats TJ, which is a tough task, if he beats TJ, then he's only a 2-time defending champ. I guess Mighty Mouse could do that, but just to get the belt to be a 2-weight champ. That's what he needs to do. All right, get the record there, but Dana goes, I would just have him keep fighting for that belt there and just make it so far out of reach, and then if another guy, another weight class defends it a bunch, then you can do a super fight. But for Mighty Mouse, keep doing that, and you get your guaranteed $375,000 or whatever the fuck you're making, or you can do super fights and get on pay-per-view and make bank. You're already regarded as, if not the best, one of the top 2 best of all time in everyone's books. I don't know what's there for him.
Yeah,
because the money's not. And then Mighty Mouse. I even heard in a interview he was saying, he's like, I don't know what I got to do to be on people's pound for pound best of all time. He's like, hit ladies, test positive. He's right, and he's like, I'm also sick of arguing with people how I'm not a draw. He's like, what do you want me to do, man?
Yeah, it's so tough.
But the fights were good. The fights were really good.
What did you think of the stoppage? Was it an issue for you at all?
You mean with Souza?
Stoppage? Yeah.
I thought about that. I think it was on the side of premature stoppages. But, when you're the ref and you're watching a guy's eyes roll back and you see him turn.
When they're usually.
Yeah, and usually also, you're better to err on the side of caution.
Especially when you're dealing with a guy Whitaker who hit so hard and Jacare had nothing for him.
He turned his back. His head was exposed.
He's getting his ass.
I think it was good spot.
I don't have a problem with that. Now, if it was
longer.
back and forth, it was like a close fight, then I'm like, God, let it go on just so it's more clear. A fight like that, let Jacare fight another day. I don't have an issue with it.
I agree.
At all. Then our boy Roy Nelson lost again. He's had a tough go.
How old is Roy?
39, 38?
I'm going to guess 38.
Again, you get to that age.
He's won 3 out of his last 7 or 8. But he's fighting the best of the best.
Yeah.
Making a good payday, too.
40.
He just turned 40. Wow.
That's...
Wow, I didn't think he was 40.
Yeah, I thought he was 39 or 38.
That's awesome.
But he's had a great career, man. But I don't... how many is he going to keep losing? He's always going to be a draw, though. He's always that guy. But that's how this game goes.
Yep.